Hello everyone, Rafał Gacek, Automobilizacja. This is my brand new Honda CMX1100 SE DCT 2025 with the TFT display. So this is a new model, SE version with mirrors in the handlebars. What can I say? In my life I've possessed many motorcycles. I had also Honda CMX1100, which was really nice and decent motorcycle, very reliable, consuming almost nothing, almost non-petrol, 3 liters per 100 kilometers. This is nothing for a motorcycle. Last model was Royal Enfield, but this one really suits me well. DCT, yeah, I have to get used to it because it shifts another gear. It's doing upshift pretty early, for me pretty early, but so far there is 865 kilometers on a display, on a clock, so I cannot say fully how it behaves when I twist full throttle. I will see it after 2000 kilometers because until 2000 kilometers I'll be running in period. Yes, after 1000 kilometers I have the mandatory service in a Skoda dealership, in a service point. Yes, but after the oil change I will start to twist the throttle a bit more, up to 4000 RPMs. It will give me reliability later on. That gives me a warranty that if the running in period time is done properly, then it will not consume such an amount of fuel, and it will not need to add any additional oil between changes, so it will not consume oil. I have Scott Oiler e-system, which is a brilliant solution. I can honestly recommend it to everyone. There is only one disadvantage of e-system, is its price. So the price is the disadvantage, but nothing good is for free, like we say. So the chain is lubricated really well. Here is the display. I've assembled a phone holder with induction charger. Here is the fuel consumption from the last fuel tank, 4.2 liters. The total distance 865 kilometers I've done so far, and 244 from refueling. Well, in fact, the fuel consumption is between 4.1 and 4.4, but it's running in period and I'm not revving above 3,200. This is maximum. This is maximum. Just like I told you, I really recommend to be very strict in running in period, because after that time, the motorcycle will benefit with reliability, with low fuel consumption and no oil consumption. This is of course my point of view. This is how I do. You can of course do whatever you like. A handbrake, which is for automatic gearbox, helpful and useful. I use it. Yes, this is not like in manual. You put one, you shift first gear and it will not go anywhere, uphill or downhill. So this is mandatory. Well, I have one objection to the fact how DCT works. I mean, it's not downshifting when I'm going uphill 60 kilometers an hour. It's still on 6th gear. I will show you on the truck. I'll show you on the road. What I noticed is the fact that about a minute after I started the engine, outside temperature is 18, more or less the same was in my garage. So after about 1 minute, the engine water temperature gets about 70 centigrades. For liquid cooled engine is the benefit. It's brilliant because they reach the working temperature pretty fast, and then they keep the stable temperature during a normal ride. This is how it should be. So for me, I start the engine, I put gloves, I put the helmet, zip on the jacket, and right after that the temperature is about 70 centigrades. I can hit the road. Okay then, so hit the road. Here I want to show you how DCT is upshifting gears. Purposely I accelerate very slowly to show you the speedometer and consecutive gears. And fourth, and soon it's gonna be fifth. Yes, it's fifth, and there's gonna be sixth. Usually 54, but now waiting. Here it is. Sixth gear. Everything on standard mode. At the moment, because I'm running in period, I do not twist full throttle, and on standard mode, and it doesn't make downshifts completely. It just pulls constantly on that gear like crazy, but from the very bottom. Nothing happens, no downshifts completely. It's supposed to be done on sport mode, but I didn't check it. Now I'd like to show you that there is no crawling, because the clutch disconnects, and this is it. About 13-14 kilometers an hour, clutch disconnects the drive, and you have to twist the throttle to start. This is the DCT. This is how it works. My idea and my own way for running in period for the first 1000 kilometers is to drive smoothly, gently, yes, and slowly, maximum 90 kilometers per hour. That DCT changes gears pretty early, so there is no rush, there is no stress that I will rev it too much, because as you see it's 68 and it pulls constantly on the 6th gear. Yes, I avoid using cruise control while running in period, totally. Even in cars, it's not recommended, because revs should change up and down. There should be a variety of revs. So I'm driving gently, and this is how I suffer for the first 1000 kilometers. But the benefit I told you before is gonna be a low fuel consumption and no oil consumption by the engine. I can see that the fuel consumption drops gradually for 0.1 liter from one tank into another. So it's not about being mean, but it's about the range. I like to ride a motorcycle which has a range around 300 kilometers. And while running in period, yes, I can do it, but I truly doubt that it will be possible after that when I twist the throttle, because that hard swapped directly from Africa Twin has a really nice potential, and it encourages to twist the throttle. It's like MT-09 but in a suit of a cruiser, something like cruiser, because cruisers doesn't want to turn to take corners, but this one really take corners really well. So, running in period and suffering for the first 1,000 kilometers. Here I'd like to show you one thing, because it makes me furious. I'm riding on standard mode, full automatic, uphill, 2 lanes in one direction. Uphill there is 70 speed limit, and guys with speedometers with the radar are pretty often over there, so I slow down. But looking on the counter, on the clock, it's riding constantly on the 6th gear. I use minus to manually switch it, but it plays with me once again and 6th. So I did the 2nd time. After 3 times I have it enough. You know, it's playing cat and mouse. Really, I do the downshift manually, but it kicks up again. The solution is to switch into manual, but it's not a permanent solution. You know, there is no sense to have automatic gearbox and use it in manual. So in that terms, it's not that fully controllable. Sport mode, like I said, is supposed to be free of that fault. I really have enough of it, because revs were about 2000 RPM. It's really too low. It's not good for the engine itself. And this is what I hate while running in period. I do not exceed 90 kilometers per hour, and from time to time there is a short distance of highway or a city bypass to pass through. So I keep the 90, and trucks are overtaking me. I hate it. It's such a humiliation. Normally, I keep the edge left lane with top available, top allowed, let's say so, speed. So this is what I hate, but I suffer for that first 1,000 kilometers, but then from 1,000 kilometers up to 2,000 kilometers, I will rev it about maximum 4,000 RPMs and maximum speed about 100 kilometers per hour, maybe more, but maximum 100 kilometers per hour, between 1,000 kilometers and 2,000 kilometers on the clock. Here I'm approaching a roundabout near Kraków Airport, Balice, and I wanted to show you how it changes from 1st to 2nd gear. When it reaches 24, it upshifts to 2nd gear, but when I'm folded, when I do the turn on the roundabout, it's not nice when it shakes. There is a moment of gear shift when it shakes, and then I have to keep the speed not below the 20 in order not to allow him to reduce, to shift down the gear into 1,